Hey first graders, Miss McCormick back again. We're going to be working on your words that have the I sound. It's the short I sound, I. When I say the I sound, imagine that you can see my mouth. My lips are open and I have a smile on my face and you can see my teeth. I. When I'm describing the letters, I'm going to be using the terminology and the information from Lively Letters by readingwithtlc.com. This information is very good for helping students learn the letters and the sounds and the stories that go with the shape of the letters so they can remember the sounds very well. That's a great memory strategy, which is association, to help them with not only shape of the letter but the sound that it also represents. Excellent resource. I highly recommend anything from Reading with TLC, but especially the Lively Letters for kindergarten and first grade level learners. So students, as we think about the I sound, we write the letter I. We start in the middle of the box and we go down. My marker's not wanting to work. There we go. And then we put the dot at the top. All right? There. That one's better so I can see the dot. So what I want you to imagine is that there's a basketball hoop right here at the top of the I. I'm going to change markers because that one's not wanting to work very well. Ooh, that's a good one. So imagine that there's a basketball hoop right here at the top of the I. And this is a basketball. And the basketball wants to go in the hoop. Right? When you play basketball, you're going to go in the basket. In. So the first sound in the word in is I. Feel how your mouth is making the I sound for in. It's a smile. And I can see the teeth to say the I sound. So as we do our words, we're going to focus on the I sound so we can make sure we recognize that sound for our words. The first word is going to be in so that we can remember the I sound. In. I, which is the I. My tongue is up, my lips are open. The N, start in the middle of the box, go down, up on that same line, and swim over and touch the writing line. This is what's called a closed syllable. I have a single vowel, single means one, followed by one or more consonants. So it is short. The vowel is short, so we draw the short symbol. That's a breathe on top of the I. So remember it says the I sound, like a basketball is going to go in. I. The next word is pin. I need a safety pin. P. I. The first sound is P. Now say the P sound. When I say the sound, my lips are closed and then I pop the air. When my lips are closed, that reminds me the line is first. So I draw the line down under the writing line, come up on the same line, swim over, and make the bubble sit on the writing line. My lips are closed, the line is first. The next sound is I, like the ball's going to go in the hoop. I start in the middle of the box, go down, and put the dot on the top. The next sound is My lips are open. My tongue is up. It's the N. I go down, come up on the same line, swim over, and touch the writing line. This is a closed syllable, a single vowel, followed by one or more consonants. Closed syllable, the vowel is short. That reminds me, that letter says I. The next word we'll do is it. It is my turn. It. Let's sound it out. It. The first sound is it. Like the ball's going to go in. It. Start in the middle of the box, go down, and put the top dot at the top. It. The next sound is t, t, like I'm tapping my toes. T, t, t. We start at the top of the box, go down, lift up our pencil, and then cross it up near the top. T, it. That's a closed syllable, one vowel followed by one or more consonants. The vowel is short. We put a breathe on the top. It reminds us that it says it. The next word is sit. I will sit in my desk or at my desk. It. T. We have three sounds, so we use three boxes. The first sound is. What letter makes the S sound? You're right, it's the S. I start here in the box, and I go to the left, and then I curve around, and I end, just like that. The next sound is I. It's the smiling I sound. And then the last sound is T. The T. Start at the top, go down, pick your pencil up, and then cross. Sit. It says the it because it's one vowel followed by one or more consonants, so the vowel is short. It. The next word is did. I did my spelling test. Did. Let's sound it out. D. I, D. The first sound is D. D, D, D. Say the D sound for me. What's your tongue doing when you say that D, D sound? It's tapping on the top of your mouth, right? D, D, D. My lips are open, my lips aren't doing anything, but my tongue is tapping. It's kind of like when you hear a drum. It's a drum sound, D, D, D. And think about a drum in a parade. When there's a person in the parade that has a drum, the drum sticks out in front, and then it's the person holding the drum, right? And they're walking that way down the parade. So the first thing is the drum, and then the person. So when we hear the D, D, D sound, think of the drum. The bubble is first, and then the line. So watch how I write the D, D sound. I make a magic C. A magic C can turn into lots of different sounds. That's why we call it a magic C in handwriting without tears. So watch me. I make a C, then I go up to the top. I touch that starting point, go up to the top, and go straight down and bump. D. Again, a magic C, then I go up, I touch the starting point, go all the way up to the top, go all the way down and bump. D. The next sound is I. I, I. That's the smiling sound, like the ball's going to go in the hoop. It's the I. I. D. For our word did. The last sound is D. D. Hey, that sounds like the drum sound. I know that the bubble comes first. D. D. I make the magic C up to the top, down and bump. D. Did. The next word is lip. Lip. My mom put lipstick on her lip. Let's sound it out. I. The first sound is My tongue is stretching up to the top of my mouth. That's the L. We start at the top, go down, The next sound is it. That's our I. Start in the middle of the box, go down, and then put the dot up top. The next sound is p. P. My lips are closed. I pop the air. Remember, when my lips are closed, that reminds me the line is first. I start in the middle of the box. I go under the writing line. I come up on the same line. I swim over, and my bubble sits on the writing line. My P does not float up in the air. That's not what the P is supposed to do. Teachers, if you have students where the P's are floating up, in other words, the line does not go under the writing line, or the bubble is not sitting on the writing line, that looks like a capital P. We do not put capital letters in the middle of our words. Please put the line under the writing line, and the bubble sits on the writing line. Lip. Let's stop right there because I want you to practice that if you want to. We're going to do another part of the video that also have the it sounds. There we go. These have the it sound, but there's an X at the end, and so we need to describe that very well. So I don't want this video to get too long, so let's stop part 1, and I'll see you in a little bit for part 2.